Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Lucas. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Ghent slash Belgium. So before I started making my own music, like production wise and stuff like that, I was a DJ. So I started as a little boy playing with knobs and faders and stuff like that and experimenting with different songs. And throughout the years, I realized that I want to do something great, like for me personally, something greater, something special, something more unique, and that's how I became an artist. And that's how I started a project called Lucid. So I started as a, well, let's say, how old was I? I think I was around 10 or 11 years when I first discovered DJing. I was with a scouts group of mine at that time, and we had like an evening party or something. And in the corner of the room, there was a DJ set, a mixer actually, and I was sitting by that mixer and I was like turning and playing with those faders and turning on and off songs, and I became obsessed with those effects and like the technical side of music. And that's the first time I even fell in love like with music and production wise and all the technical stuff. And after that, I got my first ever DJ deck and started experimenting like with basic DJing. And um, after a while, I thought like I wanted to do something unique. And yeah, I started producing my own songs. And yeah, that's how we got here. No, so I learned everything myself, and of course a bit through YouTube. YouTube is your best friend. But mostly by my own. I made dozens, dozens and dozens of shitty beats and tracks, and invested hours upon hours, like turning and clicking random buttons and faders just to fail and fail and fail and fail. And after a while, I started getting some results and getting some nice sounds. And yeah, that like time is key. I think the more you do it, the better you get at it. So yeah. Yes, I do make beats for other people. Like, for example, one of the bigger groups in the Netherlands, FOG. I made an unreleased track of them, Vlammen. Yeah, I started making beats on FL Studio the same year I discovered DJing, I think. It was on an old laptop of my father, and as I mentioned before, I started turning some random knobs and experimenting with different shit. And throughout the years, I got more contacts and I started working with different artists, making beats for them, mixing for them, mastering for them. And yeah, that's how I started networking with different people, and that's how I know some of my friends. Well, yeah, in the very beginning of my producing career, I started making drill beats, and I still do. I even had and have a producer YouTube page called Kalinka Beats. And yeah, that's also my producer tag, Kalinka Beats. And yeah, in the beginning, I started making like drill beats, and that's how I also landed one of those songs with FOG. But as I mentioned before, throughout the years, I became better and better at producing and more the technical side of making music. And throughout the years, I started making different genres and started experimenting with different shit. And yeah, I can fairly say that I can make almost every genre. Not every, but most of them. If you see it in like a beat category, on number one, I would say not a lot of people say that, but it has a nice balance to it. Um, Jersey, I think, Jersey Club. Then on the second, Hood Trap, and on the third, Trap, I think. I think I still have that file on my phone But the only thing I can say about the song is that it's pretty damn shit and nothing more. But it is normal. At the time that I made that song, I thought, wow, I'm a superstar. I made my own song, but it's pretty damn shit. But yeah, no, still do have the file of my first ever song, and yeah, if I see the evolution from that song and the songs I produce now, I'm yeah quite impressed by my own. My first ever songs were like emo, sad, trap, rap type stuff, but I did sing on it though I didn't rap on it. So hyperpop is more like a mix between, how do you say it, electronic stuff, DJ type of stuff mixed with like alternative acoustic indie rock pop weird shit. That's the best way I can describe hyperpop. It's a mix between almost everything. And yeah, that's the reason I like hyperpop, because it's a bit of everything and a bit of nothing. You know what I mean? So yeah. So yeah, I was scrolling on like my weekly discovery page on Spotify, and I stumbled upon this track by Breakins called 5G, and I became obsessed with that track. I started analyzing that track like, whoa, why does his voice sound so high pitched, and whoa, how does this kick implement with the bass, la 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 la, this and that, and yeah, that was the moment that I became obsessed with hyperpop and like that weird shit. It was very new to me, and that's the reason I became obsessed with it and started analyzing most of Breakins' track, but also after Breakins I discovered Aries, and yeah, that's the reason why fell in love with hyperpop. So yeah, Waiting on You is like one of the tracks that's coming up in my new album that's coming out probably by the end of this year. The album is called Breathe, and it's mostly about love and like me discovering myself and this world and the journey that I'm heading to. And yeah, Waiting on You is just a track that's trying to um tell something about love. Like obviously I'm waiting on a girl and stuff like that, but the track has a deeper meaning behind it, like me also like waiting on myself to discover me, you know. And yeah, but Waiting on You is like one section of the whole album, you know, so it has a whole storyline, the album. I think as an artist, I think this year the stuff that I mostly would like to accomplish is obviously grow out my fan base, and yeah, around Ghent and mostly around Belgium. Yeah, I think this year I would like to have a lot of shows, a lot of new people. I would like to meet a lot of new people. I would, and I would also like to make merch, and it's also coming for the album, the merch, and obviously the merch will be called Breathe after the album. So yeah, those are some things that I want to accomplish this year. But the album, I can't tell you right now because one, we're not sure, and two, I can't tell you. I cannot preview too much. But yeah, I think there are going to be some people on the album um, featured. So yeah, and people I would like to work with in the future are Crow, I think, a very talented American hyperpop artist and also guitarist. Aries, obviously, and um, yeah, Breakins probably too. So yeah. So yeah, there are some shows that are coming up this summer, more to be announced, but um, one of the new shows that's coming up is the on the 21st of April in the Kronkel in Meilen around 4 o'clock, I think. So yeah, if anyone watching is from Meilen, be there. So yeah, for everyone watching, chase your dreams, be strong, be encouraged, be outrageous, be the best, try to be the best version of yourself. And stay strong and chase your dreams, and everything will fall together. Just trust yourself, trust yourself, and trust in the Lord our Savior Jesus Christ. So yeah, just chase your dreams, and everything will be all right. Thank you also, Sander, for this interview. Go follow Vintage
No
Tapes, one of the best.